Welcome back everyone to theCUBE. I'm John Furrier, host here in the NYSE studio of theCUBE. Of course, we have our Palo Alto studio connecting Silicon Valley and Wall Street. You know, tech and money are coming together. It's part of our Mixture of Experts series. We have an expert here who's doing amazing Gen AI work in voice and generative content. Varun's here, he's the CEO, co-founder of Giga. Varun, thanks for coming into theCUBE, into our NYSE studio on the East Coast, part of our NYSE Wired program. Thanks for coming on.
Thanks a lot for having me.
We were talking before we came on camera about the cool agents that are coming out, obviously avatars, real life humans, voice, the role of voice. I mean, it's pretty well documented. You know, all you got to do is get on X, get on Reddit, get on the internet. Voice is the killer app for AI. We all use it on text, we use it with OpenAI, we use it for all the tools, but voice is actually a killer app inside enterprises, so you're starting to see, you know, money-making platforms coming in, leveraging the data. So a very hot area you're in right now. So congratulations. Explain for the folks what you guys do, then we'll get into some of the deeper dive.
Yeah, sure. For a little bit about Giga, we have recently raised a $61 million Series A. And what we do is we build customer support agents for enterprises like DoorDash, etc. are using us. And the biggest adoption, as we are saying, as you were mentioning, is on voice, because you eliminate hold times. None of us like being on hold, so we're essentially like killing it. So yeah. That's,
I saw a stat from the DoorDash guy. I saw a quote, you guys have it on the website, I know they're a customer. He said that, you know, their drivers could do a variety of different things, and one of the comments he said was, I want to build a solution that gets them an answer as fast as possible.
Yes.
Huge important value for him, because their company, they have independent drivers, okay, and delivery. You don't want to be on hold. Yeah. Someone pays, it didn't go through. I mean, all kinds of shit happens. I mean, they got to speed that cycle down.
It's not just drivers. None of us want to be on hold as well. You know, there's a stat. On average, a human spends 48 days of their lifetime on hold. It's like, you spend 48 days of your life on hold.
We've all been there. Put up thing, you do your email. Oh, okay, where am I? Okay, yeah, you're connected.
Yeah.
Hour later.
One of my inspirations was, while earlier in moved to US, I called IRS. They had me on hold for 6 hours, John. 6 hours. Have been, I don't know how many times you have dialed IRS.
Yeah, and then of course, and then it's like 5th hour in, it disconnects.
Yeah, disconnects. Oh my God, and you need to keep jumping things. They need to keep transferring you. Yeah, it's a pretty big motivation for me to give people, you can just let people get what they want in a very shorter amount of time.
Yeah, I mean, during COVID, one of the things that jumped out of me with AWS was Connect, which is their service. It was very clear that low-hanging fruit was the data, that the corpus of data from all the support.
Yes.
But now that generative AI is here, almost all the successful beachhead positions start with use cases that a company could like knock down.
Yeah.
Call center, customer support, they have domain data, they're getting new data.
Yes.
So you have all the elements of good AI right there.
Yes.
Talk about where they're at right now. What do some of the things look like for you guys? What are some of the use cases?
Yeah.
What's some of the value? Can you share some stories?
Yeah, of course. The biggest, you are correct on point. The biggest enterprise adoption is happening on support and coding, because they're like a first use cases that people are able to knock down. But I'm seeing a clear picture of companies who want to automate more things, especially financial services. The biggest OpEx spends of these companies, if you look at, are support and compliance. They have a lot of people taking a look at these things. It's essentially like policies, and instead of a human, AI takes a look at the policies and automates the task. And then again, HR comes next. But support and compliance, companies spend billions of dollars a year on this.
And they can make or break a customer relationship.
Yes.
On this, and this is where I think the frustration turns into opportunity.
Yes.
Because I'm a consumer, I'll go to a better support.
Yes.
Whether it's an airline or whatever.
Yeah.
If I can get an answer quicker, I'm happy. All right, so take me through through what's going on inside the enterprise, because obviously there's a couple things that we can review that go back last year and a year and a half, 2 years. RAG has been popular.
Yes.
Search, that's search.
Yep.
Kind of a same discovery.
Yep.
What's the answer? And then customer support, and both are grounded on the fact that these enterprises have data.
Yes.
And it's domain specific to their world.
Yes.
And there's databases everywhere.
Yep.
So you got the combination of these siloed databases. You now have a point of support with data, existing data, knowledge systems, but also new data.
Yep.
So voice is actually fresh data too.
Yep.
Which is a training opportunity, a reinforced
Yeah.
learning opportunity.
Yes.
What's your take on all that?
Yeah, you're on point. The way when we start working with an enterprise, the way we do it is we consume all the existing data, which is sometimes it's not even properly documented or written, and we consume all the existing data and build these support policies, and we keep iteratively improving on it by learning from their existing customer support agents. That is how we do reinforcement learning to keep iteratively improvement those policies. It's not just where we land. Let's say we land at 60% resolution rate or like 70% CSAT. We want to show companies a clear pathway to reach to 98% or 99%. The only way we can do it is iteratively learning from the humans on what we don't have and what they have. Yeah.
Okay, so talk about the competition. Obviously, this is a highly competitive environment.
Yes.
Everyone sees this as the low-hanging fruit.
Yeah.
Good use case. What are you guys doing that's different? Can you share the secret sauce?
Of course. The big differentiator is a lot of our competitors take Palantir-like approach. It's became very common in AI, which is a forward deployed engineer. We give you engineers, we sit with you in your company and we do it. While it's a great approach, it takes a lot of time to see results. It roughly takes like 4 to 6 months for them to deploy. We generally go live in less than 2 weeks. This is I'm talking with some of the massive enterprises in the world. And
2 weeks.
2 weeks. And we are a product company. We don't have forward deployed engineers. We take, as you were mentioning, we take all the data and build the policies, and we tell you the agent, you can chat with it and you can change it and you can go live.
So you're basically doing some heavy lifting on behalf of the customer.
Yes, we're basically automating the forward deployed engineer part. That is why we can go faster. That's one big thing. The other big thing is iterative improvements. No matter where you land, let's say if you land at 40% resolution rate because you don't have all the data that to resolve the issues at the start, it will iteratively get you to 98% as fast as possible. And we also have this exciting launch coming up in a week where we'll help customers without APIs also to get the benefits faster.
All right, so now the agents are coming.
Yeah.
Where are agents going to fit into your plan? How do you see the agentic piece? Because now that you have some of these capabilities, it's more than a chatbot. There's task completion, teammates, domain knowledge, workflows.
Yeah.
You're starting to see more of an end-to-end workflow environment.
Yeah, we're already doing that actually. Whenever a customer calls us, we take actions on behalf of the customers, like canceling your credit card, canceling your airline, all those things. We are already doing that for some of our customers. As the models keep getting better and better, our customer support agents or any agents that we build in per se keep getting more smarter and smarter.
What's a good tell sign for someone who's interfacing with a chatbot or agent? What's a good agent look like? And what's a bad agent look like?
Of course. The good agent, I think the fundamental principles are, it should get you, the resolution rate should be resolution time should be significantly lower. If a human is taking 10 minutes to resolve it, it should resolve in generally less than 3 minutes, because it has more context of you. It has also context of your past conversations. The second one big thing is a lot of companies miss is, if people ask for a human, just hold them for once saying that you can chat with AI, then you can just transfer them. You need to educate people to use AI. You cannot say that block, I'm not going to transfer you. That's going to get customers more frustrated. What we are seeing is a more of a journalistic approach. When people say agent, 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 you can just say that, hey, I can help you resolve a billing issue if you have it. And the people might still want to prefer to a human. You should just transfer it.
And so you want to engage them with a little bit of a light touch.
Yes.
And then see if they can progress further.
Yes, I want, our fundamental belief is AI customer support is better than humans, and people should only use it if they believe it's better, and people should always have a way to human.
So your mission is to prove it.
Yeah.
Give them some use cases.
Yeah.
Okay, connect you in 1 second. First question.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then next thing you know, they're in a little
I don't want them to be in a doom loop where they're like, oh my God, I hate Giga's AI voice that it never transfers me to a human.
All right, so you guys got a 60+ million Series A, big number, although I just saw Naveen Rao got a $400 million seed round, but whatever they call it, it's still probably priced rounds. You got to have customers, obviously you have some success. Share some of the customers, what's the profile, what are the sizes? Can you give us a little taste of what the deployments look like, customers?
Of course, DoorDash is a public name, and we are also working with some of the biggest financial services companies in the world and biggest telecos. And these are like 5 big financial services and 5 big telecos. If we want to like specifically get closer to it, and we're also seeing a lot of traction like mid-market and SMBs as well. But primary big ROIs have been being driven at massive public financial services companies and telecos. As you know, their up expense of support and compliance are insane, where even like one...
Scope the size of the OpEx, just order of
Yeah,
magnitude.
for one company that we are working with, the support spend is 1.8 billion a year.
Wow. I mean, one little percentage point.
Yeah, it's a lot
moves
of
the
money.
needle.
It's a lot of money.
A lot of money.
Yeah.
All right, so talk about the team. How big is the company? What are you guys
Yeah.
doing? What's the status?
Yeah, we are 25 people right now, trying to hit 100 or 150 by end of next year. We've been growing so fast. We're adding so many people recently. I was just joking with my team. I'm having a hard time remembering everyone's names because every week there are so many
There's a new
people.
person, like
There's a new person.
all hands every day.
Yeah.
That's great growth. I mean, it's fun to watch the multiplier, and this is what I like about this market right now, is you can have 5 people, 10 people.
Yeah.
The multiplier effect has come up a lot on my CUBE interviews where the old 10x engineer used to be the thing everyone talked about, but now you have the 10x business person.
Yep.
The lines of businesses are deploying these solutions.
Yep.
You go back on the cloud generation, it was DevOps, it was like the SREs, they're the ones running all the infrastructure, IT, and then that replaced with cloud. Now you got cloud scaled up, now you got AI scaling, so the scaling laws on AI are significant.
Yep.
Share your views on the scaling benefits, what you start seeing when you scale up, what are some of the scale laws you're following?
Yeah, one thing is with AI, their models are already like knowledgeable enough. Like they're solving like math Olympiad problems. Don't you think they can solve like support? I think there is a significant gap in adoption of intelligence to adoption. I think that is what we're trying to solve. But I do think that there is some truth that as compute is scaling, the intelligence is not scaling like in parallel. It has slowed down compared to like the earlier times. But on a high level, there is a very big gap in adoption. I mean, a math Olympiad, you have like a kid who can do math Olympiad problems. You should be able to do support, but much more than those things.
And again, what you're playing at is you're playing at the scale with the infrastructure, which is great, but also now the data.
Yeah.
One of the things I liked about what came out of Amazon Web Services reInvent, AWS reInvent this year was they introduced their half-baked Nova model and said bring your own model to the table, get a frontier model without paying the price.
Yeah.
Because in a lot of these use cases, you don't need the large language, you don't need the internet to solve a customer support problem where the domain is the customer's business.
Yes.
That's not even in the models. So the roles of models are becoming, there's more distillation, there's more customization. There's almost like a frontier wave coming on custom models.
You're 100% correct on this. The reason is you don't need to pay that much. Fundamentally, everything boils down to price. You don't need to pay a frontier model price to solve support. You can use, we're already starting to provide this thing to our customers, basically an auto fine-tuning capability. We take all the data that we generate from like OpenAI model or everything. We can just take it to train like a smaller model, which directly like reduces
faster, less GPUs, you can use XPUs, you can use compute. You don't need to have, we saw that with DeepSeek. I mean, they got around H100s, 200s, because they had only H100s.
Yeah.
So what they did, they just made it efficient.
Yep.
So I think efficiency is coming fast.
Yes.
What's your advice for your customers and prospects now for this year? 2026 is the year of getting that value, practical. I was talking to Ali Ghodsi from Databricks here, who's in the same chair you're in, and I was like, talking about AGI, and he's like, what's your AGI? I had to ask him the AGI question. And he says, well, if you asked me in 2018 what AGI was and you showed me OpenAI today, I'd say that's AGI. And so he was making a point which is that it's pretty damn good right now.
Yeah.
And then he said, we're just working on solving practical stuff right now.
Yeah.
And it's very pedestrian to say that, but we're in an era now where the hype is great.
Yes.
There's no real bubble in my mind. It's certainly bubblicious, but there's real value.
Yes.
And so this is where the money is.
Yes.
Talk about that practical approach, and what's the action items for your customers, prospects? What should they be doing? What should they be doing this year?
Yeah, these are the obvious action items I think any one of us would suggest. Coding, support, and any ops adjacent use cases. They can just go through the P&L statement and take a look at ops, and where there are like a lot of humans, if there are a lot of humans, essentially they have written policies, they can probably automate and make it significantly efficient using AI.
So target operations.
Yes.
Look at the OpEx budget, where's the spend, labor involved,
Yep.
tackle that first.
Yeah, because
where's the pain point with customers, where's the churn.
Yep.
So sales, marketing, coding,
yeah.
ops.
Yes, ops. The biggest ops generally is like support. So support is like obvious knockdown. There is one interesting thing I'm seeing with financial services customers is at the end of the call, if we know the customer is happy, we can upsell them a credit card or loan or anything. And you thought it would be crazy thinking that who would even buy from AI? If AI says that, hey,
and they're pissed off, I support, waiting on loan.
No, but people are buying.
Yeah.
I'm seeing real numbers there that for an exchange firm, for a trading firm, what I've seen, it's a crypto trading firm, I've seen an inactive customer getting like active and them depositing more than $100,000 in the account back end. Yeah. So AI is able to sell.
They got a dopamine hit. It's like a dopamine hit.
Yeah.
I got my support taken care of. Great, I'm happy. While I got you on the phone, okay, got my attention.
Yeah.
So that's a revenue upside.
There's a revenue upside significantly. It's not with every single customer though. It's only with happy. You cannot oversell as well. It's a very like a thin line of
statistical conversion.
Yeah, statistical conversion.
You say, okay, based on the numbers, we may have 15% affinity towards a nurtured progression, or just say thank you.
Yes.
5 stars, 5 stars for 5 stars, or get an NPS score, kind of get that validation, but also so you got to keep the customer happy, and revenue potential. All right, Varun, what's next? Put a plug in for the company. What are you looking to do? Obviously, you're growing super fast. You're hiring. What are you optimizing for? What's your goals?
For next year, the big goal is to, you're also like right on point on this, just to scale fast and like sell some of these massive customers, and also like expand to like adjacent markets and start proving in like more and more efficiency gains. And
bring all that AI to the business, your ops.
Yeah.
You already have it done.
Yeah,
you're pretty lean.
No, we are trying to do it very aggressively in-house as well. What can we cut down?
Varun, great to chat with you. I'm so happy you came on. Expert here. Again, we have our own mixture of experts here in theCUBE, bringing all the action to you here from the New York Stock Exchange. Of course, with our Palo Alto, this is theCUBE, 16 years covering tech. I've never seen it this good in terms of the hype cycle matching the demand curve. Unlike the internet, which is evolutionary, this is a transformative time, and action items are identify the ops, look at the OpEx budgets, where's the labor, pick a use case, knock down some wins. This seems to be the theme. Varun, thanks and congratulations to your company and good luck. We'll keep in touch. I'm John Furrier, your host of theCUBE here at the NYSE, part of our NYSE Wired program. Thanks for watching.